Hey, it's Bill Gross, the LA probate expert, with this week's real estate market update. And where is the market headed? On one hand, again, we regularly see people predicting a crash, a crisis, a meltdown. At the same time, we still seem to see pretty active markets with the overbids still going on, multiple bids and such. So, where is the market headed? Well, there's a lot of misinformation, and what I try to do is look at the data rather than just the headlines and the information given. And we're going to break it down today. One of the big sources of information here in California is the California Association of Realtors. Now, I'm a member, proud member, love the organization, we do a good job. But I think oftentimes we end up coming across as cheerleaders rather than telling the truth about where the market is. And I really believe with data, you should just tell it like it is and let people make their decisions. What do I mean by that? Well, let's take a look at a recent headline. We have California home sales edge higher. Wow, that sounds great. California home sales edge higher. But you look at the detail, and in fact, we had a reduction from the prior year of 6.5% and reduction of the prior month from 8.2%. Was an increase. Well, the truth is, the average price house went up slightly under 1%, but the overall activity is down significantly from a year ago. Now, one could say last year was an anomaly, it was a pandemic, the second year of the pandemic. Maybe, I don't know, but I do know that any way you slice it, home sales, the number of homes being sold, is less than a year ago, though prices seem to be holding pretty tight. So, what does that mean? I don't know. Let's take a look a little deeper. So, then they issue a graphic that is meant to help clarify the situation a little more. And again, look at the CR website. Then they do have at the top left, this is here, California February 2022 sales and price report. They do show pending home sales declined by double digits. That doesn't sound like home sales are going up, but all these other numbers are good. Active listings, small drop, share of homes sold above price surges to 6-month high. So all these other factors do indicate the housing market isn't crumbling or crashing, but this number, the headline number, clearly is the amount of homes being sold is not going up, but instead is going down. So then you say, well, what's the big deal? That's just the California Association of Realtors. Well, they report this data and distribute it, and the newspapers around the state parrot the same information. So here you'll see the PR newswire that the CAR puts out, and that gets picked up. And then other newspapers, here's the Sierra Sun Times, and many other newspapers pull the same press release, rerun the article using the exact same headline. So people throughout the state believe what's happening. Sales are strong, when in fact, sales are slowing down, but prices are maintaining their values. So, what's underlying all this? What really should we keep our eye on? I think sometimes when people talk about one thing, they're trying to not look at something else. And the one thing we should be paying attention to is interest rates have been on a straight, steady incline this year. We've now gone to the highest rates in 4 years, closing at 4.6%. And take a look at this graph of activity for the year to date, and it is nothing but up. So January 1st till now, we're 3.25%, and today, this last week, we closed at 4.45%. So clearly, interest rates are going up, and that's causing the desired effect, which is a slowdown in overheated economic activity. That's why rates go up. So we're not surprised that this is going on. So what's all this mean for people looking to buy houses? Well, think about this. Is the cost of gasoline going up or down? Up. I just went to the market. Is the price of meat up or down? Up. All products seem to be up or shrinking in size. Well, that's true about lumber, nails, concrete. That's true about the laborers that build houses, meaning the cost of new housing is also going up because the cost to build the materials, some coming from China, not available anymore, some coming from Eastern Europe, not available anymore, but more importantly, the overall economy, prices are going up. And so what's happening is that while on one hand, some people see the rising rates of 4 to 4.5% as a negative, the truth is housing prices, the value of the house, the underlying value of the material is going up 15 to 20% this past year. And so people are seeing that number. The other thing is you got to live somewhere. There's not more houses being built as quickly as our population. That's been a problem for a long time. So the shortage of housing, what's going to happen? Rents are going up, as is those houses left are going to continue to go up in prices. So, what is a person to do? Well, I don't know. I think it depends on you personally. But I would say this: don't let the headlines change your strategy. If it's time for you to buy a house, buy a house. Just make sure you lock in a great rate and you can afford that rate. Know those numbers before you get started. If it's time for you to sell a property, whether you're moving or cashing out or want to diversify, it's a great time to sell. You'll get great offers, you'll have great terms, and be able to dictate those. So don't let the headlines distract you. The key question is, what's your strategy? What's best for your individual financial needs? And that's where you need a professional like me to help you. So if I can help at all, call me, text me, email me, Bill Gross I'm at Bill Gross EXP in social media. You have my phone number or email, reply here. I'm here to help you. And as always, let's make this week your best week